Jeep Gladiator emergency bag. A must-have when you need it. Let's take a look inside. Well, good morning everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive JT. Today I wanted to talk about the Jeep Gladiator emergency bag. Some people may refer to it as a first aid kit, but this is actually just a little bit more. My buddy Randall brought this over to me just a few minutes ago, and I thought it was so cool. Something that everybody should have in their Jeep Gladiator, particularly if you're using it off-road. Matter of fact, in any truck or vehicle that you have. So let me sit you down here. You can see it right there. There are so many things to talk about on such a simple little bag. There will be links below for this stuff as well. But first of all, particularly if you have the Jeep Gladiator Mojave, there is a spot on the back here where you can attach it to the molly panels that you have behind your seats. Did you know you have those? So you can just slip it up here. And then, if you want, you can disconnect the top part like so, and it's held on, if I can do it right here, by Velcro, and you can just actually pull the whole thing off so that you can take it if you want. On the front, he included a little flashlight. This thing is good, always good to have a flashlight, of course. Now, let's go ahead and take a look inside. There's a little Velcro tab on the top here. You pull off to expose the zippers. Just pulls on down like so, and you have all kinds of room for stuff in here. Now, I'm going to run through the things that he included because frankly, I think it's a pretty good kit. All kinds of situations can be helped by having this. First of all, let's start in the big side here, I guess. We have some bandage material here, or just some wrap, I guess. Always good to have that to hold down anything you need to. There is some bleed stop. This is a for cuts and bleeding and stuff, of course. It's to stop the bleeding. Nice stuff right there. We have some super glue. Obviously, this stuff works really good on cuts. I mean, if you're out in the middle of nowhere, you cut yourself, you want to pull it together to stop any bleeding, perfect for that. We've got some lip balm. Always good to keep the lips nice and supple when you're out on the trails. And then all kinds of bandages and things in here. We've got, of course, your regular Band-Aids, always come in handy. And then we have some Curods, they're called. This is a sterile bandage, again, designed to stop bleeding. Some more over here on the other side, pretty cool. And then we have some assorted larger bandages inside. And then there are also some antibacterial gauze pads. Always good to have these too, just in case you really need to clean something up. Down inside, right here, we have some thermal blankets. Check these out. Obviously, if you're out with someone and they were to go in shock or something, you want to keep them warm. That's what these are for, thermal blankets to cover up with should you need them. Now, moving to the other side, we have some antibacterial wet wipes. Again, get a cut or something, you want to make sure you clean it up to prevent infection. Now, moving right along, we have another little storage area, if you will, in the top. He has included some anti-diarrheal pills right here. Obviously, you know what those are for, right? And then there is some Tylenol, little packets inside for pain relief, anything like that you might need. Let's move on to the bigger part here. He has included some AAA antibiotic ointment. Again, you want to protect yourself as much as you can, keep things clean, nice to have. And then we have some liquid bandage, kind of along the same lines as the super glue, to put over to protect any kind of a little cut or that you might get. Also inside, to be able to cut the gauze that was included right here, or the wrap I should say. We've got some scissors. Go ahead and cut that if you need to. Again, always a good thing to have. There is a knife inside. for whatever you might need it for. Obviously to cut up bandages, maybe remove something, who knows. Always good again to have, just in case. There is a tourniquet, something that I guess is pretty simple. If you should have some kind of a major accident or something, obviously you want to be able to prevent bleeding for obvious reasons. All kinds of things in here, just a pretty cool little kit. I love this, and all of this stuff fits inside that little bag. Now, for securing this otherwise, if you don't have the molly panels on the back of your seats, you can tie this thing down, kind of secure it in between the seats, if you will, with some paracord. This stuff comes in handy for all kinds of things as well. He included this to kind of tie the thing down from the inside. This is something that I think probably should be in any vehicle. You never know. I mean, you might be at the grocery store, for example. Cut yourself on a cart, who knows? All kinds of crazy things can happen out there. And obviously, you're better off to clean it up, get a bandage on it, and protect yourself. If it's bad enough, of course, once you get back home or back to civilization, you need to get into a doctor and have it checked out if it's something more serious. I can't stress enough how important it is to have something like this. And of course, it is something that you don't really think about much until you really need it. You know, I had considered putting something like this in all of my vehicles for a while now. It's actually been probably maybe a couple, 3 years, I hate to admit. But, you know, you don't really need it till you need it. It kind of takes a seat on the back burner until it's something that you come across. You can add anything that you want, depending on what you might think you need and where you're at and what kind of situations you put yourself in. Leave a comment, let me know. Do you have something like this already? And what am I missing? Is there anything else that I should include in this kit that I don't have now? Because I am gonna go ahead and pick some more up myself. I have 4 vehicles, including the wife's Jeep Wrangler. And I think, again, it's very important to have all this stuff in there. And Randall has been nice enough to give me a list, if you will, of everything that is needed, and I think this is pretty comprehensive. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about my 2021 Toyota Tacoma, and Rob Motive FST, all about my Toyota Tundra. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.